Property of median drawn on hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. What is the meaning of this here? Median drawn on hypotenuse of right angle triangle. So just roughly I am explaining. In a right angle triangle, if you will consider right angle triangle ABC, here angle B is equal to 90 degree, or we can say that angle ABC equal to 90 degree. Okay, and property of median drawn on hypotenuse. So from hypotenuse is AC, so from hypotenuse we have to draw, on hypotenuse we have to draw median. What is median actually? I will explain median first. So in a triangle, if we will consider any one side PQR, I will consider side PQ. How to draw median on on QR exact midpoint we will take, and from midpoint to opposite vertex of QR, the opposite vertex of QR is P. From midpoint of QR to opposite vertex, whatever line join, this is called median. Okay, this is the median concept. So in this right angle triangle, the median drawn on hypotenuse, that means we will take the exact midpoint of hypotenuse AC. So I will consider exact midpoint D here, and from D to opposite vertex whatever line drawn, this is called median. So here median is BD. So median drawn on hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, this property we will prove. Now what is the property? According to this property, the length of median, that is BD, is equal to half measure of hypotenuse, half the measure of hypotenuse. This is the proof we have to prove. So similarly, one more triangle I will take. If it is LMN, the hypotenuse is LN, the midpoint I will consider as P. So the median is PM. So this is median, exact midpoint to the opposite vertex, whatever line drawn is median. So length of median, that is PM, is equal to, what is the measure of PM? Which will be the half measure of hypotenuse, half of LN. Hypotenuse is LN, so half of LN. Okay, when this property is applicable? Only for right angle triangle, compulsory only for right angle triangle. So see this. So according to the property, the statement is, in a right angle triangle, length of the median drawn on hypotenuse is half of the hypotenuse. So I will consider one right angle triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle ABC equal to 90 degree. So if it is right angle triangle, the median will be from hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC and the midpoint is D. From midpoint to whatever the line drawn to opposite vertex is called median. So median BD, hypotenuse AC. So what is to prove? To prove BD is equal to half the measure of hypotenuse, that is AC. Hypotenuse is AC. Okay. So to prove this, we have to take one construction, extra part, that is, take a point E on ray BD. So if we will extend BD, till where we will extend? Whatever the measure of BD, same measure will be in this part also. BD length and whatever here point we are taking on, we will take point E on ray BD such that B, D, E are in straight line. If it is ray, means E will be in straight line only. So B, D, E, these three are in straight line. B, D, E are in straight line, and measure of BD and DE, these two are same. Measure of BD is equal to measure of ED. These two lengths should be same. Such type of point we will take it as E, and draw sec CE. Next we will join sec CE. Okay, and it should be straight. Okay, don't make don't extend it. Next, now proof part. So in this figure we can see two triangles. One triangle is ABD, this triangle, and another triangle is CDE. correct? First triangle and second triangle. So in triangle ABD and triangle CDE, now we will take similarity test. How to take similarity test? Look at this. Here already we know length of BD and length of ED are same by construction, and if two lines crosses, you know the vertically opposite angles. If two lines cross like this, these two are vertically opposite and the measures are equal, correct? So measures are equal. So here also, here two lines intersect at point D and these two are vertically opposite angles. So we can say that angle we are considering angle BDA, or we can write ADB, is congruent to CDE. These two angles are equal. And one more point we will take. We want three things, is it? So we will take the length of AD and length of CD. These two are equal. Why these are equal? Because D is the midpoint of AC. If any point is in exact middle, we can say that two parts are equal. So if D is in middle, we can say that length of AD and length of CD are equal, correct? So by applying these three tests, see, in between two sides one angle is present. So we can say that by side angle side test, we can say that these two triangles are equal or congruent. So I will write this test. First I will take sec BD is congruent to sec ED. Construction. Next, angle ADB is congruent to angle CDE, vertically opposite angles. Next, seg AD is congruent to seg CD. Reason, D is the midpoint of AC. Therefore, we can say that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDE. What is the reason? Side angle side test of congruency. Next, after proving the similarity test, see, in first triangle two sides are considered and now third side is this. So if these two triangles are congruent, we can say that these two sides also congruent, correct? So already it is proved two triangles are congruent, so remaining two sides are also congruent. So we will write, therefore sec AB is congruent to sec CE. CSCT. What is this CSCT? Congruent sides of corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Okay, and now look at this, two angles over. Now I will consider this angle A, point A. See, double marking and triple marking lines are joined at A. So in this triangle, double marking and triple marking joined at point C, correct? Double and triple marking lines are joined at A, and double and triple marking congruent sides are joined at, not congruent, these two are different in this triangle. So these two sides are meet at C. So point A and point C. So angle A is congruent to angle C, is it? Corresponding angle of congruent triangles, we can say. Therefore, angle BAD is congruent to angle DCE, CACT. Consider this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Equation 1 and 2. Okay, now here just Just notice this. In this, see, the only notice this part of this figure, like this. Okay, so we know angle, this is C, sorry, this is B A C E, and here it is proved BAD is congruent to DCE, BAD is congruent to DAC, angle A and angle C are congruent, angle A and angle C are congruent. So if these, see, it looks like alternate, right? If alternate angles are congruent, we can say that lines are parallel, correct? You know the property, alternate angle test. If alternate angles are congruent, we can say that lines are parallel. Similarly, here we can write, therefore seg AB is parallel to seg CE. Alternate angle test. What is the transversal here? If these two are parallel, this can be transversal, right? On transversal AC. So now, if it is so, now you join. If two lines are parallel, AB is parallel to CE, and I will draw one transversal like this. Here also it is visible. AB is parallel to CE and BC can be the transversal, right? So if BC is transversal, these two are interior angles, correct? These two are interior. If two lines are parallel and one transversal drawn, these two are interior, right? Similarly, if these two lines are parallel and one transversal, these two are interior angles. So interior angle sum is 180 degree. You know this. So now here, okay, here on transversal BC I am taking. On transversal BC, we can say that angle ABC plus angle ECB is equal to 180 degree, interior angle theorem. So now we know that here ABC is 90 degree. So I will apply in the place of ABC 90 degree plus ECB measure not given equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle ECB is equal to 180 degree and 90 will take this side, that is equal to 90 degree. So here it is proved that this is also 90 degree. Okay, so this is the one part, and in the next part, now whatever proved you keep inside. Now see this. Now in this figure we will consider two more triangles. The first triangle is ABC, whatever original triangle, and second triangle we will take this, that is BCE. Okay, in triangle ABC and triangle ECB, seg AB is congruent to seg EC. AB is congruent to C. Already from equation 1. You can see the equation 1 here. Equation 1, and seg AB equal to CE. So that point we are taking. And next, angle ABC is congruent to angle ECB, each 90 degree, just now proved. Next, seg BC is congruent to seg BC. Why it is so? In both the triangles, see, triangles are this and this. BC is common base, right? You can see. First triangle is this, ABC. Second triangle is this, EBC, and ABC base is BC, EBC base also BC. So BC is common side. So we can say that therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB. SAS test of congruency. After proving these two triangles are congruent, we can say that seg AC is congruent to seg EB. Correct? Why it is so? Seg AC, where is it? Here. And seg EB. EB is this. This side. In first triangle, hypotenuse is AC. In second triangle, hypotenuse is CE. EB. This is B. EB. So seg AC is congruent to seg EB. CSCT. Now, therefore, BD is equal to, why we are taking BD here? BD is the median. See the two proof. BD is the median of the original triangle. So this we want to prove, is it? So we are taking, therefore, BD is equal to half of BE. Why it is so? See this. If AC equal to EB, AC length and EB length are equal. Now we are taking BD. So if full length is BE, BD is the half length. Why it is half length? Because these two measures are same. So we can say that D is the midpoint. So BD is equal to half measure of full length. So full length is EB. Similarly, it is written BD is equal to half length of BE, and therefore BD is equal to half length of, instead of BE or EB we can write AC also, right? Because these are equal. So in the place of BE I am writing AC. This is what to prove. BD is equal to half of AC. BD is equal to half of AC. Hence proved.